I say let the music play, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let the music play, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is the impeccable Imar Shepherd, bigging up the gallery crew and Caribbean Power Jam Radio each and every Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Kaboom!
Watch in the Brooklyn and me I say New York. Badman Benny, you know what the thing are. Me I say Caribbean Power Jam. Some boy if you know, simple as I represent, one not government. Right now, sound up, what sound I play? Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big again. Sound up, what sound I play? Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big again. Benny. One knock, one clap, no time at all. You know fire one pop with repeated shot automatic your lap. Head a roll like jelly and chop. Dub plate inna the body and stop. Triple dub plate pan heavy sound clash Benny. Play about the chop. Sound up, sound a go day. Caribbean Power Jam. I go bust them begin. Sound up, a go day. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them begin. Alright, Benny, tell them no fear, man. Are you a kill sound from day one? Oh, them fi disrespect. Caribbean Power Jam when we a kill from day one. Them coulda big like King Kong. Benny a fire shot, man a fling bomb. Pump pick off like sick man. Them dopey bad fly, and them gyal and pitch pan. So tell them sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big again. Sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big again. Yeah man, you know what the thing there now, they do it and done by simple as I represent for the whole Caribbean Power Jam family. Yeah man, Brooklyn, I'm here in New York. Sound it.
Yeah, I want to welcome everybody to the gallery this evening here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. It's the gallery, we spell it DAGALLERY. Once again, you can find the gallery on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Mixcloud, as well as on YouTube. We also ask everybody download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet, as well as to your phone, so you can keep it locked to the show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. And we could, watch, listen, everything live. So once again, thank you everybody for tuning into the gallery this evening. Whether you're watching us on the YouTube, whether you're watching us on Instagram, whether you're watching us on Facebook. Once again, we invite everybody to like and follow the gallery on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as follow us on Instagram. Also on Mixcloud as well as Twitter, you can follow us as well. So once again, thanking everybody for tuning in to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio on another Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on the station every week, God willing, of course. So once again, thank you all for taking time out to join us this evening, and hopefully everybody will enjoy this evening's program, as we have a lot in store for everybody today. Of course, you see somebody else on the screen right now. I'll let everybody know who that is just now. Also, our looking forward segment. Voting is still active on our Twitter page as well as our Instagram story, so you can vote for the songs that we played last week. And of course, for the looking forward segment this week, this is the end of the month, so we're going to be basically playing all the winners of the songs that we played during this month. So once again, thank you all for tuning in to the gallery this evening. And on this December 28th, I want to say happy birthday to everybody that is celebrating their birthday today. So I want to say happy birthday, going out to none other than Cosmos Garraway. So big up yourself wherever you are celebrating your birthday today. Also want to say happy birthday to Vibe Jenna, as well as to Trisella Allen, as well as to Sherry Tom, saying happy birthday to Jessica Sylvester, as well as to Janet Hilaire. Saying happy birthday to Hopeton Williams, as well as to Kara Sobers. Saying happy birthday to Joshana Williams, as well as to Carlotta Nichols. Saying happy birthday to Tony Hurd, as well as to Shadianne Millins. That's Nutshell, aka Grabber, that's his daughter, so happy birthday to you today. Saying happy birthday to Michelle Cruz, as well as to Lily Anderson. Saying happy birthday to Marciel Guzman, as well as to Linda Dyer. Saying happy birthday to Leah Brown, as well as to Katori Anderson, to Nassim Nunez, to Alicia Clyburn, to Sharice Joshua. Saying happy birthday to Jonathan Johnson, as well as to Tori Land, as well as to Sean Kier, Naya Israel, Kofi Ali, Clevon Coley, Jeffrey Harry, as well as to Barry Addison. So, saying happy birthday to all of you that are celebrating your birthday today. And joining us this evening for the first time, and won't be the last time, but definitely join us for the first
Definitely
time.
gonna be the last time.
Is a touch of J. So let people know a little bit about yourself, as you are co-hosting on the gallery this evening.
Well, my name is Jessica J, y'all. They call me J for short. I'm an entrepreneur, a chef, a fitness guru, a podcaster, a mother of 3 adult children. I'm in the nursing field. Oh man, I got so much stuff going on. I got my own mobile app. I'm just out here doing it for y'all, putting it out there in pieces for you. Every little bit of me.
And you're joining us this evening. Quite a few things to talk about.
Yeah.
As this is, well, for the gallery, this will be the last show for 2021, of course. So next week begins 2022 for the gallery. Also something that I noticed today is what is called, and I didn't know about this before, Good Riddance Day. So this is a day where people say good riddance to things that they want to, I guess, of course, get rid of.
Good riddance.
So I don't know if there's anything that you want to say good riddance to for 2021 that you don't want to see coming into 2022.
Man, this mold toxicity. I want to say good riddance to this mold toxicity that I got going on.
So let people know, what is mold toxicity?
Mold toxicity is an illness of being exposed to mold toxins and mold spores. And they're mycotoxins that enter the body through the air or through food. And I had it in my brand new house. So I got a house and I was in there living in it and had no idea, and it got all in me. And it just tore me up. So I want to say good riddance to that. Yeah, it caused me a lot of complications for like a whole year. I'm still dealing with it.
So like, as you mentioned, you got it getting into a new house. And
yeah,
what are some of the things that I guess people should be we hear about mold a lot, and mildew and things like that. We hear about that a lot, but it affected you very bad, as you mentioned. So
yeah.
Are there any signs that you can point out, when you get into a new house that could sort of help prevent all of that from happening to you?
Well, see, my house, it was new. Nobody had lived in it, but it's set for 2 years, okay? So I was renting it, okay? So I got the house, renting the house, chilling at the crib, and all of a sudden I just started getting ill, and I didn't know why. Like, my hair was falling out, I couldn't walk, I couldn't see, my skin color changed. This was about after a year, and my everything I would eat, I would have like a food intolerance to. So I got down to like 2 foods. And I was trying to figure out what's going on. I got an increased sense of smell. Mine was in the air, so it was nothing that you could see. It wasn't like anything like that. It was the builders. That's what happened. The way that they build these new homes sometimes. I live in the state of Georgia, and like how it is you get moisture and stuff like that trapped in, and it just sets the house off. And I had high levels. So outside, mold spores were only 27, like 27. And inside my bedroom was 37,000. So it was just in the heat and the air conditioning system type thing. And it was just in the house. So it's really like, they have it like where you can actually see the mold. If you see the mold, then you don't want to be in nothing like that. But you can't even see it sometimes. Like I had to get air cultures done, and that's how I found out. And samples throughout the house, and they did samples, and they found out that it was bad.
So once again, this is just a touch of Jay joining us this evening, talking about mold toxicity, and I guess as you're gonna hopefully say good riddance to that on 2021. And not that don't want you to relive it too much. You mentioned your hair, was falling out, affected your skin. What are some of the other symptoms that people should look out for when it comes to that?
Definitely the biggest one that I always try to tell everybody about is increased sense of smell. It gave me hyperosmia. I still have it. Like my smells is a little bit up to date. It's been a whole year. Okay, you're talking 365 days. Actually a little bit more than that because it happened November 1st of last year. So I could smell 50 feet away. And a lot of people, they'll have I think I have mold in my house. I have a strong nose. No, you should go ahead and get that checked because most of the time that mold is residing in your gut or in your sinus cavities, and that's why you have it. And it takes a long time to get it out. So I could smell through walls, like literally. My children could go way down the street and I could smell them down the street. I knew when they were in a whole different part of the house, and I could smell them washing their hair. Like people couldn't wear deodorant. I couldn't brush my teeth. Like, no lotion or nothing. Anything that had any scent to it, I couldn't mess with. Also, it can give you skin sensitivity. I had all the symptoms. So skin sensitivity where I couldn't even wear clothes. I couldn't put on, still haven't worn lotion in a year. I got to wash my hair with bar soap. I can't use shampoo and conditioner anymore right now until my system calms down because the mold, I had 5 different types of mold in my body. So the mold toxins just took over, and mine resided in my lungs and my gut. So it just messed up my immune system for the time. Even though I was strong, I never caught COVID, not one cold or nothing like that, but it definitely really messed up that. And also it'll damage your intestines. I had issues with my intestines and my kidneys. So, because some of these mycotoxins, which are mold, basically, they turn into fungus and it eats up all your good bacteria in your body. So, lactobacillus, things we get from yogurt and stuff like that, I had no growth of it. So it basically just shut my system down. It also can cause skin crawlers, where you feel like things are crawling all over you because these mycotoxins release inside of your body, and it's skin is itching on the inside, but you can't scratch it. So it just feels like pins and needles all over your body, your face. I don't wish it on nobody. So those are some of the symptoms: the skin crawlers, the pins and needles. You can just have that. You might feel like one of the ladies who actually, her name is Beth, Mast Cell 360, because it messes with your mast cells. That's what it does. And she had a thing out there, and she was doing a live, and she said she used to sleep in the bed with a flashlight because she thought she had bed bugs, but then she realized what it was later. So the skin crawlers, they feel like little bed bugs, things crawling all over you. Also, the increased sense of smell, like I said, 50 feet away. And that means everything. That means you can't go into the store, nothing, because you could smell everything that's going on. No cooking, all type of stuff. What else? My hair fell out. My skin got real dark. I couldn't walk and see. It can cause oxalate problems, which is kidney stones and things like that. I had those issues whenever I ate something. Sometimes my legs would cramp up. What else? Just so many different signs. You just got to be careful, but I would really say, I think what clued my doctor into everything was the increased sense of smell. I could just smell so far. And it was one day my daughter sent me into anaphylactic shock. She was eating shrimp, and the shrimp was so strong because those things are high in histamine, and gave me a histamine intolerance issue. And that means when you have an overload of histamine in your gut, because the mold spores cause that, because they take away all the good bacteria that's supposed to help you with histamine. We all have histamine that fires off in our bodies, but that's what it did. So you just want to just be careful with that, man. That increased sense of smell. If any of y'all out there got that increased sense of smell, you I just got a nose that's wide and I just smell stuff, go get checked. Go get a mycotoxins test done. They do it through urine, they do it through your hair, and I guarantee you, you might find out you got something going on. So those are some of the symptoms, you know, skin irritation, you know, high histamine levels in your body, food sensitivity, where all of a sudden you can't eat certain foods and stuff like that. Yeah, watch that. I gotta say good riddance to that mold toxicity.
So once again, everybody,
Definitely.
It's the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Make sure you download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablets as well as to your phone. Once again, we are joined by Just a Touch of Jay. She was just talking about her experience with mold toxicity, so that's something that people should look out for. Don't take things for granted. Even down in Georgia, where you figure, you know, a lot of breeze and stuff is going through the house. All throughout the year, still had that issue. So once again, you know, thankful that you were able to make it through that. So once again, everybody that's listening, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Bonita on the check-in. Shout out to Lavina. Once again, shout out to Terry. Good night to you, Gail. And good night to you, Garfield. Pick up yourself, Akiva. As well as DJ Sean. So once again, we're just going to get into some music for a little bit. And we'll be right back. So we'll go from talk about mold toxicity to talk about some toxic behavior.
Yeah. So when you play, are we on live still? I guess not. They can't see me right now, right? I guess not.
Let me go, spring garden on fire. You know Peter's run to fire, but run from water.
The gallery with Batman Benny.
So I had to go and help all them people down there. You don't want me to go, but stand there and ball. I ain't missing this thing at all. Spring garden, now come in. I stood at home and heard how you're burning. Spring garden, now come in. All the traffic blocked, so I'll be running. I'm coming down with me, so got to fight fire with fire. Spring garden, Rasaili coming. Give me room, back off.
This is jam. This is a soca tassa jam. Man, play the thing now. Come on. That is it, yeah. I'm from West Havana, red hot with fever, Indian bazaar, and they jamming the soca, jamming the soca. Old man business, take off your camera, pull out the data, and start jamming the soca, jamming the soca. When the music sounding sweet, and
Right.
the crowd get in a heat. If you hear how people fall, business don't stop at all. Roll up
You don't know what it is.
roll up the data, business. Oh, better roll up the data, business. Rip up the data, business. Wrap up the data, business. Oh, better.
Yeah, so once again, this is the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Thank you everybody for joining us this evening and tuning in. And we're joined by Just a Touch of J this evening. I don't know if you're used to that type of music. So it's once again speaking to Just a Touch of J and just playing some music to as we rounding off the year, just some feel good as we're getting ready for 2022. We would talk about some of the things that you want to get riddance to, and Just a Touch of J was mentioning about her mold toxicity. That's something that she wants to get rid of. I know that another thing that a lot of people have been trying to get rid of are their current relationships. Something that was just mentioned is Megan Good, and
I heard about that.
yeah, her husband they have filed for divorce. So they're saying good riddance to each other, and Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are going through their divorce,
Man.
but Kim Kardashian is saying give riddance to Kanye West, but he's not saying give riddance to her. I don't know if you heard that he actually just purchased a house right across the street from her.
What? I would have did the same thing.
Okay, why would you do that?
Cause don't be trying to leave me. I invested too much time into this. We gonna work this thing out. Okay, so this house gonna go down. I'm gonna live right across the street from you. Okay, yeah. So I can see my kids every day. What was that movie when he purchased the house, the Johnson's Family Vacation? Did you all ever see that? Any of y'all out there see that movie with Cedric the Entertainer? And it was Bow Wow in it, and he purchased the house around the corner from his wife when they was going through it.
Oh, so it's not a new concept. Basically, it's not a new concept.
Yeah, purchase the house, Kanye. I like Kanye. Rooting for Kanye. That's right. His kids need the same. He got all that money. Why not?
And he paid.
I buy a house around the corner. I buy all the houses on the whole block.
and he paid more than market value for that house also. So he just wanted to make sure he got. He wanted to make sure he got the house. So he bought a house, right across the street from Kim Kardashian. So they're probably not in the house. So either one of them are probably not gonna be in the house anyway. Touring, doing the different stuff anyway. But that was just fascinating. As we were talking about toxic behavior, I just felt that was something that would actually be toxic. That you're going through a divorce and it may not be complete, but you're bold enough to actually buy a house directly across the street from your soon-to-be ex-wife. So I don't know.
How you feel about that? Would you do that?
No. No. Yeah, I'm not gonna follow somebody around. I'm not gonna follow an ex around like that and buy a house. If it's over, then it's over. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do something like that.
You wouldn't do nothing like that?
No. Not even I. Of course, he has the money to do that, and it still won't even affect him. But I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't do something like that.
You would have left.
But what are some of the other or some other toxic behavior that you've seen in 2021 that you feel should not enter into 2022?
Man, all these females out here getting this plastic surgery done, y'all gotta stop that. Like, y'all all look the same to me. I mean, I think that's a little toxic, cause they getting their butts done, and they getting their nose and the face and all that, and then they going on Instagram and stuff, and they gonna be fitness models and stuff like that, but they all look the same. I think that's a little toxic. Cheating, definitely. I think people need to leave that alone. There's too much going on out here. Just leave it alone, and then go on to something else. Why cheat? I think that's toxic. And not loving yourself. Yeah, not giving yourself love. You gotta give yourself that good love. That's toxic. That's inner toxicity.
Do you feel that people get into surgeries to get themselves in shape? You feel that's a lack of self-love?
I feel like it's lack of self-love. I mean, to me, I work out. I do 200 push-ups a day. Okay, so I feel like You know what I mean? Y'all can't see it right now. You know, this just touched your baby. But look, you see a little something right here. I work out, you know. I just think that you should just work out. That's what I feel like doing. I feel like it ain't right. I don't think you really loving yourself when you do all that. I think you got a problem with loving yourself. That's why you doing it.
Or maybe they're just trying to, or maybe they do love themselves. They don't just love the way they look, and they don't have the time or the energy,
man,
or to do 200 push-ups a day. So they may go.
Listen, it take you 30 minutes. You just gotta make time. I don't know. I don't think you loving yourself. I think you got a problem with accepting who you are when you do that.
But then people would say, well, if you why work out so hard if you're just supposed to accept the way that you are already? Why? Because people are gonna say, well, the surgery is just one way of people doing it, and you know the strenuous workout is just another way of somebody doing it, and both are still trying to, you know, achieve the same goal, basically. In the minds of people.
I think too. It's as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. That's scripture, right? From out the Bible. But my thing is, I think it's all about how you think. You know, how you feel about yourself. I just think that, like, what are your motives behind it? Like, I don't like myself. For people who are body shaming themselves, they don't like their self and things like that, I don't think that it's good. I think it's toxic.
Well, it could be other people body shaming them, and
could be.
And they just find that that's the way to go, you know, go about it. And you know, the only thing I would say is that, you know, you have to be careful when you do, because, you know, a lot of people go overseas to get, you know, those type of surgeries done.
Yeah.
And of course, because it's cheaper, but you have to be careful, you know, with the overseas doctors doing that, because, you know, a lot of complications could occur, you know, as a result.
Yeah, I actually know two people. I'm sorry, I know two people who did that and had complications.
Yeah, so you know, basically, people just have to be careful when you're doing that. You know, I'm not necessarily just advocating, just saying if you're gonna do that, you just have to be careful. But yeah, definitely, you know, working out, you know, going through the process, it's mentally fulfilling, of course, and physically fulfilling to actually go through the process of, you know, going through all of that and doing that to make sure that, you know, you look and feel good, and you feel a, you know, sense of satisfaction when you actually do it that way, as opposed to, I guess, cheating, so to speak, on doing it by doing the surgery. But, you know, people are going to say one thing or the other on that subject. But once again, just be careful if you're going to do that. But, yeah, that's something that a lot of people are not going to believe. They're not going to leave that behind in 2021. Yeah, the surgery.
No, they're still going to be doing it. They're going to be doing all type of surgeries. It's going to be like that movie, that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, when the girl had 3 boobs soon. They're going to be doing all type of stuff in a minute.
Yeah, total recall.
Total recall, yeah. Watch. They're gonna, cause somebody's gonna do it, and then somebody else gonna like it. They're gonna do everything. Like, they doing some stuff out here to themselves. They gotta get it together.
So what's
your motives?
Yeah. So once again, everybody, you listen to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Make sure you download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone. Bookmark CaribbeanPowerJamRadio.com. Bookmark the website. So that you can always keep it locked to showing all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, thanking everybody for tuning in this evening. We're still joined by Just a Touch of J, you know, just going through random subjects as we're coming to of course, the final show for the gallery of 2021, as we're looking forward to 2022. But speaking of looking forward, you know, at the top of our second hour of the show, we have the looking forward segment where we play the music from the up and coming artists. But it's the winner circle for this month, and once again, there is a poll still active on our Twitter page for the gallery, as well as our Instagram story. So you can still go out and vote for the song to be played from last week. Naughty Greg, you know, Tristar, or Team Chapang. It's actually a good one this week, so, you know, we'll announce the winner for that probably in another half an hour. So once again, thank you all for tuning into the gallery. We're just going to jump back into a little bit more music before we continue on with our program this evening. And once again, getting everybody in a good mood as we're getting ready for 2022. And good night to you, Paula Love. Welcome to the gallery. Good night to you, Gail Belaine. Also want to welcome Martha to the gallery. Good night to you, Janet. Once again, you're listening to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. I go by the name of Benny Alman, aka Badman Benny. We're joined by Just a Touch of J. She agreed to join us this evening. Once again, it's her first time, and everybody welcomes you, and of course, won't be your last time joining us here on the gallery. You'll see her pop in every now and then. We'll speak about that on the side, but she'll pop in via satellite, actually via Zoom, down in Georgia. So, thank you for joining us this evening. It's totally going to go by very fast. Of course, if everybody else listening, we still have more show to go. We should be speaking to Alexus A, the winner of our Looking Forward segment from last week. Of course, we have the winner circle for the Looking Forward segment that will be coming up at the beginning of our second hour of our program. But before I let Just a Touch of J go, anything you want to say to everybody out there?
Yes, I love y'all. Make sure y'all are staying tuned to everything that I got going on. All right. It's Just a Touch of J, JUSCATOUCHOF_letter J. That's what they call me. Okay. So make sure you check that out. I got the Just a Touch of J mobile app. All right. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. I got 5 Instagrams, 5 Facebooks. My name is RONI76 on Instagram, right? We got Making Love V's Kitchen because I'm a chef. That's where I do my food thing on Instagram. The Just a Touch of J fitness page. We got the Detached Podcast Network that's popping like popcorn. My podcast is now up to 62,000 people, plays on Spotify, everywhere, What else? I got the Just a Touch of J cannabis line. Check that out. Got my own marijuana papers called You Need to Just a Touch of the J. I just wrote a book, Destined to Win, Volume 4, Pierce for a Purpose. I'm a co-author in that. Check that out. Just so much is just going on, so just make sure you just Google, like I said, JUSCATOUCHOF_letter J, because that's what they call me, Just a Touch of J. And I love y'all, and I had a good time, and I'll be back when I got something else to say.
Yeah, that's totally going to go by very fast, just that 1 hour, but in the future, we'll make sure that we get you the full 2 hours, when we don't have anything already scheduled for the second hour of our program. But definitely appreciate the information that you gave us this evening. And, being that you're into fitness, probably need to set up like a fitness challenge for the next calendar year for everybody that's listening. Sort of challenge, I'm trying to lose weight myself, so we need to set up some sort of challenge. So we got to figure out how to get that going for next year. So we can get us all fit without the surgery.
Without the surgery, because I got my own fitness company and I got clothes and everything. Y'all gotta check it out, Just a Touch of J's Fitness. Yeah.
So once again,
hook y'all up.
So once again, thank you for joining us. You can hang up a little bit. What we're gonna do right now, what we do before we begin the second hour of our program. This is the segment of the show where we give everybody a health tip for the day, something that we do every week. So, and then we're gonna get into play a little bit more music. Then get into the second hour of our program, beginning with the Looking Forward segment. And then once again, declaring the winner from the Looking Forward segment for the song that we played last week. And we should be speaking to Alexis A, who was the winner of the Looking Forward segment from last week. So at this time, I'm going to give you that health tip for the day.
Paging Dr. Batman.
So they say that milk does the body good, and it does the body good not just internally but externally. But we're going to speak specifically about goat's milk soap, something that you can actually use, which is it has the same pH level as your skin. So basically, it can help balance your skin, clear your skin, and it also is packed with many vitamins and minerals such as D, C, B1, B6, B12, and E. So once again, goat's milk is filled with that. And once again, goat's milk itself has naturally occurring glycerin. So as opposed to getting the synthetic glycerin that's in the soaps that's out there, you could just get the natural goat's milk soap. So you could actually get the natural glycerin. And once again, it's beneficial for treating acne and various other sensitive skin issues. So once again, we're talking about goat's milk soap, and that's this week's health tip from Dr. Badman. So once again, yes, thank you all for joining the gallery, and hopefully that was something that was beneficial for you. We're just going to play some more music. before we get into the second hour of our program.
There is nothing sweeter. You make me scream. You make me bawl. You make me feel like 10 foot tall.
No, do this. Record from here. Do it there. What? Put it on there. From here. Yeah, like that.
This is AM, and I'm listening to The Gallery with Batman Benny each and every Tuesday from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. The boy, Bad.
Yeah, once again, it's still The Gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Thank you all for tuning in and listening this evening. Everybody out there on the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app, everybody on the YouTube, everybody on the Facebook, everybody on the Instagram, thank you for joining us this evening. In case, just have to make this announcement, just in case you were not aware that the Jammers Ball has been postponed. There's a lot happening in New York City in regards to the coronavirus. Of course, there's a lot happening in the world in regards to that, but New York City basically is getting swamped with positive cases of the coronavirus, especially the past week. So Caribbean Power Jam Radio has postponed the Jammers Ball, which was set to take place this Saturday, January 1st. So once again, you'll receive information from the management of Caribbean Power Jam Radio on the new date, the new settings and everything like that. But yeah, a lot of things, especially in New York City, is crazy in terms of the uptick of cases. There's a lot of testing going on. So, and it's hard to find, to get on long lines actually to be tested here in New York City. Once again, I'm not saying that it's not happening throughout the world, but definitely New York City, like last week, it was just a lot of long lines for people trying to get tested because once again the numbers were going up crazy. But of course, with more testing, you're going to get more positive cases. So, one, leads to the other. But, a lot of people still trying to get tested because of, the uptick in the numbers. So, once again, just have to mention that in case everybody did not know that, the Jammers Ball has been postponed until further notice. So, once again, just, that announcement. And once again, just reminding everybody to download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app. Also, follow Caribbean Power Jam Radio on Facebook. You'll get a lot of details of what's happening with the station, with the new, date for Jammers Ball when it does happen, and everything else that's happening with the station. And also, once again, with the app, you can keep a lock to the show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. This is as it is Tuesday. Stay tuned for Toast Tuesdays. We'll be joined by DJ Superpaw, 9 p.m. after the gallery this evening. So once again, thank you all for tuning in to the gallery this evening. So what we're going to do now is get into our looking forward segment. Once again, this is the segment of our program where we play the music from the up-and-coming artists. So once again, any artists out there that has music that they would like for us to play, they could just feel free to contact us via our social media pages. That's the gallery. Once again, we spell it DAGALLERY. You could give us, send us an email, give you the details on how you can submit your music. And what we normally do is play 3 songs each week. And you, the listening audience, has an opportunity to vote for the 3 songs that we play each week. But we're not going to be playing 3 new songs this week because at the end of every month, what we do is we have the winner's circle. So we're going to be playing the winning songs from this month. So what we're going to do first is play, we had actually a tie for our first week. And we're going to hear first from Primo Green, a song called Just In Case You Forgot.
I love EMG Nation.
Just in case I must have slipped your mind. I've been away from you for some time now. Do you think about me sometimes? I've been away from you for some time now. She wanna roll with the dada, big chopper, baby, don't waste no time. Hustle hard for the law, call me Big Papa. I been on my grind, yeah. Just in case I must have slipped your mind, Born a winner, Many rise, some fall and they come up. We work hard through the storm till the sun up. Run them out when the thing get hit and all up. Hustle hard for the dalala. Do the pain and the drama. Cause they ain't never love us. No, they don't never stop us. Hustle hard for the dalala. Do the pain and the drama. She want a house from the east side. Things have to work this time, Things have to work this time. Your time is coming soon. Your time is coming soon. Just in case I must have slipped your mind. I've been away from you for some time now. Do you think about me sometimes? I've been away from you for some time now. She wanna roll with the dead dog, big chopper, baby, don't waste no time. Hustle hard for the law, call me Big Papa, I been on my grind.
So that is one of the winners for this month's Looking Forward segment. We spoke to him last week. Primo Green's song called Just In Case You Forgot. And also during that first week we had a tie. So the second song that we're going to play now for our Looking Forward segment is the other winner from that week. It's Pajo's song called Man Teeth.
Bamba di bidi bidi, bamba di bidi bidi, bamba di bidi bidi. She want to just jump to the song, so I take her up, cause trouble in the tongue. So I kiss she jump, wind down to the ground, so I broke she up. Bubble, 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 bubble. Jump to the song, so I take her up, cause trouble in the tongue. So I kiss she jump, wind down to the ground, so I broke she up. Bubble, 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 bubble. Watch the girl down there, how she whine and getting on bad. She come me to find people, man. She don't care, she don't have a plan. From this woman, don't take a shot. Bet your life you end up in trouble. Not even asking if the man's single. She just back up on you and bubble, bubble, bubble. This girl is a man thief. She no wear no tight jeans. He throwing waist low in the van. On people, man, don't give a damn. Ready to jam. Man thief, keep your man from she. This girl would come stay on your wife. Give you enough strife, mash up your life. All cause she wants jump to the song. So I take her up, cause trouble in the tongue. So I kiss she jump, wind down to the ground. So I broke she up. Bubble, 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 bubble. Jump to the song. So I take her up, cause trouble in the tongue. So I kiss she jump, wind down to the ground. So I broke she up. Bubble, 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 bubble. When she give you waist, got you going on like you're mad. Now you pack your bag and you're gone. Left your woman home in your yard. Look, this woman here is a stress. When she done with you is her next. Now you're arguing and you're vexed. Got you begging back all your ex. This girl is a man thief. She no wear no tight jeans. He throwing waist low in the van. On people, man, don't give a damn. Ready to jump. Man thief, keep your man from she. This girl would come stay on your wife. Give you enough strife, mash up your life. All cause she wants jump to the song. So I take her up, cause trouble in the tongue. So I kiss she jump, wind down to the ground. So I broke she up. Bubble, 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 bubble. Jump to the song. So I take her up, cause trouble in the tongue. So I kiss she jump, wind down to the ground. So I broke she up.
Yeah, so that was Manti from Pajo, the other winner from the Looking Forward segment from the week before. So once again, this is the winner circle. So we're playing all the winning songs from this month. So at this time, we're going to skip past the winning song from last week because we're going to be speaking to that artist shortly. But we're going to get into the winner of the songs that we played from last week. And they go by the name of Team Chopin, and the song is called Pass Me the Trees.
Herb is that thing that give you a little time for yourself so you can live. If you use it. The more you accept herbs, the more you accept Rastafari.
5 music.
Pass me the trees. I it make me eye them bleed. Strictly I agree that me need. Me no want see no bag of bush weed. With no seed, me say pass me the trees. Yeah, I it make me eye them bleed. Strictly I agree that me need. Yeah, we no want see no bag of bush weed. With no seed. Early in the morning, marijuana calling. It a call me like my darling. Get higher than a garland. Papa Fredo's that chapalin. Smoke weed every day like me do ganja farming. I grade na me system and that keep me calm. Give give thanks for life. Me have to read a Psalms, the coach in my palm. You know it a for warm, and then me create a storm and keep the place calm. Yo, knock them out like Inter Milan, not go bad the villain. Drop me on them like a light bulb. Split that now my sick and try to weed the hot like summertime. Hotter than my dinner, pull up with the highest set of grades. Not the black, I be my prove man a legend, man a winner. Save me with the spinners, quick friend I'm your dinner like a singer. Spin you with the niggas, we the singer type of tune to me. We only fit for singers, so a diesel cut my day in half like a 50 scissors. Pass me the cheese, yeah. I it make me eye them bleed. Strictly high grade that me need. Me no want see no bag of bush weed no seed.
Deaf, me no bone cigarettes are quicker dead. If me no get the grabber out of hell, me I go bowl of meds. I tell weed, burn my chest, weed my love go with the rest. When me see a little boy, I smoke me off a tell him say, hey little boy, nobody try the smoke thing. Yes, see the grabber make me high, it make me feel I'm floating. I don't got epic and me gone down, there me going. Feel the hottest set how it coming, no do the coke thing.
Some man low like them a Satan, man high like my Ray-Ban. A big girl me no date, man wide like a caveman.
Yeah, so that is your winner from the song from last week, Team Chapang, song called Pass Me the Trees. So once again, shout out to Team Chapang. This actually was a close one, a very close one this week, and a lot of people voted on both our Instagram story and our Twitter page. So this one was, one of the more exciting ones to date. So once again, just shout out to Team Chapang, the winner of our Looking Forward segment from this week. And we are now joined by the winner from the Looking Forward segment from last week. She goes by the name of Alexus A. So welcome to the gallery.
Hey, how are you guys?
Doing good, and how about you?
I'm good. Trying to stay safe.
So you are the winner from the Looking Forward segment from last week. You're in a top tier class. How does that feel?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You're in a top tier class of winners, for our Looking Forward segment at the gallery. So how does it feel?
Oh, wow. Blessed. Extremely blessed. That's definitely a blessing to just be even a part of this. Like, it is definitely a blessing.
So let the people know a little bit, or a lot about Alexus A.
Well, for starters, my name is Alexis A. I was born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. I currently live in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been doing music basically my entire life. I've been singing since maybe 5 or 6, but I really didn't get into like recording music until 2018. So yeah.
So what was that? What happened in 2018 that made you say you're gonna start recording music?
So one of my friends from high school, he called me and he was like, I need you to sing on one of my songs. So I'm like, okay. At that time, I had took a little break from music. So I was really, really excited to get back into it. I ended up going over to another friend's house. His name is Jordan. He goes by Gifted Ignorance. I ended up going over to his house. He had an in-home studio and we started recording, and basically it all stemmed from there.
So once again, everybody, we're talking to Alexus A, one of our Looking Forward segment from last week, R&B singer from the Midwest. So what are some of the struggles or some of the challenges that you've faced, as you've been trying to make it in this business?
Honestly, I would say as far as right now, just balancing work life and, my music, because, when you get home, you're still thinking about work and you're trying to wind down for the day and, trying to write and things of that nature. But, it's kind of hard for me to wind down from work and all of that. So I've been trying to, meditate and, clear my mind from all of my work thoughts and, just get in the groove of, doing music when I come home.
So when you were 5 years old and you started singing at 5 years old, who were some of your influences during that time?
Oh my goodness. So I tell everybody I probably should not have been watching this movie, but I used to sing Tina Turner all the time. I love Tina and Beyonce.
So Beyonce, Tina Turner.
Yes, those were two of the main inspirations.
The two of them are sort of the same. Beyonce is like an extension. People of this generation probably don't know it that much, but yeah, Beyonce is pretty much an extension of Tina Turner. The style. We can talk about or debate the singing ability between the two, but definitely the style and the appearance, the stage appearance and everything. Beyonce definitely is extension of Tina Turner. So basically, your style, we should be seeing you on stage, same way, I guess, the extension of those two.
You know something? I wish I could dance like the both of them. I really wish I could. But I can get up there and try if y'all really want me to.
No, it's probably not impossible to do. We were speaking earlier about looking forward to 2022. Some of the things that people look, learning to dance. It's probably something you can have on your bucket list.
Hey, that can be one of my goals for 2022.
Yeah, so that you could definitely get going and get make happen. But
most definitely.
But you're dealing with so you really started in 2000, as you mentioned, 2018.
Yes.
As you're moving forward now, your music wise, and what are some of the successes? We spoke about the challenges, but what are some of the successes that you've achieved? In the past 3 years or so.
Just getting noticed around my city. I have people coming up to me now. They're like, "Hey, what's up? I've heard your single. You sound really good." So I think that's like a really, really big achievement for me. Like, people are starting to know who I am. I feel like that makes them look at me like a serious artist. So that's definitely a big achievement for me. Another one, so I actually have a feature coming up in an Australian magazine. It's their first edition, so I'm like really, really pumped about that. So that's like one of my biggest highlights of 2021.
No, but that makes you an international success already.
Hey, if that's what you want to say.
So you're already starting off on the good foot. Being on an international level. So in terms of locally, you were mentioning as you alluding to the pandemic. How has that affected your recording and or performances?
It's been very challenging. Here in St. Louis, they pretty much shut down all of the performing halls. So it's really, really hard to like catch a gig out here. So what I do plan on doing in the future going into 2020 is doing like a Music Monday where I'm just like singing covers and, trying to release some of my new music on Instagram. So that's what I plan on doing.
And of course, we're living in a social media world now. So, definitely social media presence can definitely help with anybody's musical career right now. So once again, everybody that listening to the gallery right now, we're speaking to Alexus A, the winner of our Looking Forward segment. So we're gonna hear her winning song, "Ride for Ya." So what's the background with this song right here?
So actually, I was watching. It actually comes from two inspirations. So I was watching Queen and Slim, and then I was also watching the Bonnie and Clyde movie. And I was just thinking to myself, it would be really dope if I made a background track to these movies. So that's where it all stemmed from.
So once again, we're going to take a listen to "Ride for Ya" from Alexus A. So once again, everybody, you listen to the gallery, and we're speaking to Alexus A right here. So that's a little bit of Ride for You from Alexus A, who we're speaking to, and what we do for everybody that joins the gallery. And you're not going to be an exception from this. We want to let everybody know that we're speaking to the real Alexus A, so give everybody a little vocal taste of Ride for You.
Okay. I wanna ride with ya. You already know that I'm a slide for ya. Tell me what I gotta do to ride for ya. Babe, you know I'm down, you know I'll die for ya. I wanna ride with ya.
Well, she just gave it a little piece, but we are
Just
speaking.
a little bit, just a little bit.
We are speaking to the real Alexus A of Ride for Ya. So what should we be expecting from you in the near future?
So I plan on dropping some more singles. I am working on an album. I don't have a name yet, so that's still in the making. And then also I mentioned I'm going to start doing Music Mondays in 2022. So you can look forward to that. And yeah, I have a video coming out for Ride For You.
Okay.
So you can be on the lookout for that as well.
Yeah, because I know you have the lyric video out already. So I was.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I was wondering if there's gonna be another video for an actual video for that song coming in the future. So once again, just congratulations for you winning the Looking Forward segment last week. It was a long time coming. But you made it through. You got your song in, and the people went out there and voted for you. So once again, anything you want to say to those that did go out and vote for you?
Well, I'm extremely blessed to be in this position. I thank you for just having me on the show. So yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
Hey, no problem. So once again, we're speaking to Alexus A, the winner of the Looking Forward segment from last week, a song called Ride For You. So you can find her on social media. Once again, Alexus A. I'll let you spell it.
ALEXUSA official.
Yes, so you can find her on Facebook, social media, as you can keep up with her and her music. And yes, of course, when you have the new singles coming out, of course, you can feel free to send it in. And we get it on the gallery.
Definitely. You'll be the first to get it.
So once again, we just thank you for taking time out to speak with us this evening right here on the gallery. And once again, hoping you enjoy the rest of your evening and whatever's remaining left of 2021, the 3 days left in it, or 3 or 4 days left in it.
Well, I appreciate you guys for having me on the show.
All right, no problem. So once again, thank you for joining us right here. So once again, everybody, who's speaking to Alexus A right here on the gallery, the winner of the Looking Forward segment of the gallery. So once again, everybody, we thank you all for tuning in, and we're going to continue to keep the program going. I want to welcome Helen Bissett, as well as to Rhonda Moore and everybody out there on the check-in, everybody on the Facebook, everybody on the YouTube, everybody on the Instagram. Thank you all for joining us this evening on the gallery. So we're going to continue to play music, and once again, do remember to keep it locked for Toast Tuesdays, DJ Super Paul, joining the Caribbean Power Jam Radio at 9 p.m. So once again, thanking Alexus A for joining us this evening. And speaking of Beyonce right here.
Bring the beat in.
The Gallery with Badman Benny.
Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can't you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Now everybody asks me why I'm smiling out from ear
And good night to you, Lean. Welcome to the gallery.
Never thought I'd see the day to my old girl. Now I'm stuck here hollering at old girl. Got one, got two, three, four, girl. Shotgun in a drop, made a right. Hut one, hut two. Told them take a hike, then it's on to the next, on to the next one. Hard to move on when you always regret one. I wonder sometimes, I wonder if I was wrong.
Good night to you, Hazel. Welcome to the gallery.
Just an option. Hey, hey, hey. Refuse to be forgotten. Hey, hey, hey. I took a chance with my heart. Hey, hey, hey. And I feel it taking over. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find, give all my love. Then nothing's gonna tear us apart. I'm more than just a number. Hey, hey.
Once again, we welcome everybody to the gallery this evening. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like and follow the gallery on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also definitely download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app.
Find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find, give all my love. And nothing's gonna tear us apart. It's more than just a mission. Hey, hey, hey. You hear but you don't listen. Better pay attention. Hey, hey, hey. listen. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find you all my love, and nothing's gonna tear us apart. Too many times I've been wrong. I guess being right takes
Distance between our bodies make me feel like I want you. Can I feel back up on you?
The Gallery with Batman Benny.
Girl, you whine like a warrior. Put me down in your holster. Distance between us, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Roll tight like crimson. That's how I like my baby. Like I like my chicken, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Y'all come closer to me. So much distance between.
Yeah, once again, thank you all for tuning to the gallery this evening, right here on Career Power Jam Radio. Once again, download that Career Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone.
So much distance between us. Get me on the floor, have me up late night talking like a smooth operator, losing all control. I need that boom boom right now. Got me in the open like a drop top Chevy in the hood sitting low. But I'm trying to put you in that red. So girl, don't get gon' stand. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Roll tight like girls. That's how I like them.
how you do that? How you do that?
And shout out to Young Image and Alma Boy in this one right here.
I see that wine from a distance. Gotta get to your body, baby. No ifs, no maybe. I can't control what I'm feeling. I'll do what I must to get there. Can't keep me away.
Say, girl, where you get the body from? Like you come from a body farm. You make me live in a money gram. It a go cost me a couple grams, I know.
Sail up seizures for you. Paddle for weeks in my canoe. Give all my money to J Blue, so I can always come see you.
Girl, I love how you do that. How you do that. How you do that, yeah. Girl, I love how you do that. How you do. No distance can keep me away. Girl, I love how you do that. How you do that. How you do that, yeah. Girl, I love how you do that. How you do. No distance can keep me away. Girl, I would.
Club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet. Although my heart is falling. I'm in love with your body.
Girl, you are the body when me ask for. You make me smile every time you a walk past. The way you dress in your short short, you make me something between they look fat.
Girl, you hot from the van, girl. And you own a clothes, you a van, girl. Shake it up like a yo-yo.
Wine and go down like a go-go.
And the way you a wine and drop it on the floor, you know say me must come back.
Are you style and you smile and your pretty shape, girl, make me give you everything you want for. Me a passion.
Give it to me one time. Give it to me 2 times.
Girl, your body look good. Me have to tell you this, baby.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body.
Yeah, once again, you listen to the gallery here on Career Power Jam Radio as we continue to rock with you until 9 p.m. And then It'll be Toast Tuesdays with DJ Super Paul. So once again, make sure you do download that Career Power Jam Radio app to your tablets or to your phone. Also, we invite everybody to like and follow the gallery on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. So we thank everybody that's out there locked and listening. Good night to you, Nahaliel. So we were speaking earlier about being that today is Good Riddance Day. So what are some of the things that you want to say good riddance to for 2021 that you're not looking to bring into 2022? A few weeks ago we spoke about the things that you did not get to do in 2021 that you would be hoping to get done in 2022. But we're giving it the reverse right about now. What are some of the things that you want to leave behind in 2021? What are some of the things that you want to say good riddance to? So just feel free to let us know that. You can put it out there in the chat. If you're on the Career Power Jam Radio app, put that in the chat. Or, if you're on our Facebook page, our Instagram page, as well as our YouTube, you can just put that in the chat. What are some of the things that you're looking to say get good riddance to and not bring into 2022? So once again, this is the last show of the gallery for 2021, but hopefully not the last show period. But once again, as we're looking forward to 2022 in a few days from now. And once again, as I mentioned earlier, the Jammers Ball, I know a lot of people were looking forward to that. That is postponed currently. You'll receive information of when that will take place again. And I know some of the things, one thing that people want to leave in 2021 is the pandemic, but it's been spanning 2 years so far, over 2 years, a little over 2 years so far. Technically, the end of 2019. So yeah, we're in that 2-year mark of the coronavirus era that we are in now. And I know that's something that a lot of people want to leave behind in 2021. But New York City, as I mentioned earlier, I know it's numbers are high everywhere, but New York City definitely right now, the numbers are on a very high uptick. And also one of the things to discuss, as we continue on with this program, and what are some of your thoughts? Because the CDC has now changed the recommendations when it comes to quarantine. At the beginning of the pandemic, it was primarily, 10 to 14 days of quarantine or isolation. But as of yesterday, the CDC just recommends a 5-day period of quarantine. And, once you have no symptoms, that's for those that test positive. So if you test positive for coronavirus, the CDC is only recommending 5 days of quarantine if you test positive, and then after that, you're free to circulate population as long as you continue to wear your mask. So what are some of your thoughts on that as well? So we're speaking about what are some of the things that you want to leave back in 2021, but also what are your thoughts on the change? Because once again, it went from 14 days quarantine to 10 days quarantine, and now they're just recommending 5 days quarantine, and then you're able to go out in the public once again. And they say basically because your ability to transmit the virus is high within that 5-day span, up to the 3 days after. So once you test positive, they're just giving you that 5-day window, and they're saying it's usually within that 5-day period that you're able to transmit it at the most. So they're saying once you get through that stage and you have no symptoms, then you should be okay. Once again, they do of course recommend wearing a mask always, but yeah, they just cut the quarantine period virtually in half. And a lot of it, from my opinion, is a business decision as well. Businesses have been going through ups and downs in the U.S. for the past 2 years, and with the uptick of the Omicron variant, that a lot of businesses were losing business. Schools were talking about closing again, and a lot of things were talking about closing, especially here in New York City, where it's getting cold and everybody's going to be inside, and that's usually how viruses spread anyway. Whether it's the cold, whether it's the flu, and that's with the coronavirus, that once you're indoors a lot, that's how you're able to transmit and spread viruses a lot. So the change, in my opinion, is more of a business decision, just to keep, as other people are clued in on it, that it's just a way to keep business going without people losing their workforce for an extended period of time. If you look at sports itself, you know, the NBA and the NFL have been in the last week, you know, losing a lot of players to health and safety protocols. So games have been postponed, or, you know, there's a lot of signings of new players because teams need to find replacements during this time. And even the NBA themselves, you know, they reduced the quarantine period for their players, you know, that test positive to 6 days now, as opposed to the 10 to 14 that it was before, and then you're able to, you know, test out after that. So even they brought that down because, you know, business has to go on as usual. So, you know, just want to know some of your thoughts on that in terms of the CDC diminishing the quarantine period, and also discussing some of the things that you want to say good riddance to in 2021 that you don't want to bring into 2022. So once again, thank you all for listening to the gallery. Gonna still play some more tunes, still run some tunes as we close out this final show of 2021 here in the gallery. So Hazel agrees with good riddance to coronavirus. So once again, big up to everybody out there that's listening to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio as we continue to move on. So make sure you download that Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone.
Another one. We the best music. DJ Khaled.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me naked. I wanna be a baby. Spit it in as much as I keep from Maytag. Rocket with it on the brown like. When I get like this, I can't be around you. I'm too little to dim down a notch. Cause I can into things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts.
Let's go.
I hope you know I'm for the taking. You know the truth is from the bag. Kitty, baby, get her things to rest. Like the 68 Jets. Diamonds are nothing when I'm rocking with you. Diamonds are nothing when I'm shining with you. Just keep it white and black as if I'm your sister. I'm too hip to hop around, down to your picture.
She remind me of a West Side Story. Growing up in Spanish Harlem. She living a life just like a movie star.
with the ill nana. Give you off the round. I had your loyalties and your joint. You'll get your royalties and your points. So what the deal is? With Foxy Brown make cakes. Now we lace Bonnie and Clyde. Now I'm up in Jamaica breaking all your paper.
You're the only one for me. You're the only one I need. Can nobody make me feel the way you're making me feel? And girl, you know this love is real.
Touch me, squeeze me, feel me and caress me. Hold on tight, don't let go. Baby, I'm about to explode. 'Cause all my love you can control.
I'll spend the night with you. If I promise you will do all the things to make you scream. And you know just what I mean. 'Cause tonight you taste like ice cream.
How you make me feel, boy, you give me chills, baby. I'm gonna break it down. You just drive me wild whenever you're around. You know how I do, you know how I flow. And I get your name and number, and I like your stilo. And I take the way you move and the way you do your thing. Baby, you can bring it on and swing it this way. Boy, it's something about you that make me tell my friends, but they don't understand. No, they don't know your style, really your high profile, the flyest thing in town. You know how I do, you know how I flow, and I get your name and number, 'cause I like your stilo, and I take the way you move and the way you do your thing. Baby, bring it on and swing it this way. Stay on my mind, think about you all the time. Get to know you well. If you kiss, then I will tell.
Where we stand, we share this special thing called love. I know I do. What about you? I just can't get enough of your time. I go, what do I do? I can't live without your love. Thinking of you makes me feel like I am the only one for you.
Yeah, once again, we thank you for joining us on another episode of The Gallery this evening, right here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So keep it locked for DJ Super Paw. So once again, make sure you do have that Caribbean Power Jam Radio app so you can listen to that show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So we thank you all for tuning in this evening. Thank you Just a Touch of J for joining us earlier, as well as Alexus A. And congratulations to Team Chapeng, the winner of our Looking Forward segment for this week. Once again, be safe out there as we start to roll into another calendar year. Be safe out there. And as usual, we always have to end off the show on a positive note, something that is, a message that is sent to us from the Empress Bradshaw. And she sends us this one. Do not take rest after your first victory, because if you fail in the second, more lips are waiting to say that your first victory was just luck. So until next time, saying God bless.
The Gallery with Badman Benny.
Boy, you should know that I've got you on my mind, your secret admirer. I've been watching you. At night, I think of you. I want to be your lady, baby.
Let the music play, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let the music play, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is the impeccable Imar Shepherd, bigging up the gallery crew on Caribbean Power Jam Radio each and every Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Kaboom!
Listening to the gallery radio, how we are lead and we'll leave for them if you follow. This is the voice of singer Jack representing for the gallery radio. Select it.